Hey everybody, this is the Unit 2 review, page 19, number 1. Okay, so a basketball player makes 70% of her free throws. Suppose she wakes up every morning and shoots 6 baskets in a row. How could you use the random digits 0 through 9 to model this scenario? So the first thing we want to focus on is the 70% success rate here. That means that if she were to take 100 shots, she'd make 70 out of 100. Now, we're only allowed to use the digits 0 through 9, which are 10 numbers. So I put a 10 at the bottom and I reduce this. That means that 7 out of our 10 values need to refer to her making a successful shot, and the other 3 values need to refer to her not making a successful shot. So that would mean that our first 7, which is 0 through 6, would mean that she made it. And our last 3 values, which are 7 through 9, means that she missed it. Sorry, I'm trying not to put my hand on my iPad. It makes little marks below, so my handwriting's terrible. Okay, now it says, on an average morning, how many times does she make 5 or more of her free throws? Perform 10 trials using the output below. So that means that we have to look at this output in the table and determine that if she had a 7 through 9, she missed the shot. So that means, based on what we used to do in class back in this first supplemental topic, I'm going to go through and cross out every time I see a 7 through 9. So I'm just crossing out. It's really challenging with the Apple Pencil, but I'm just crossing out all the times I see any digits 7, 8, or 9. Okay? This makes my life easier because now I can go through the outcomes column and fill in these values. Like, for instance, in trial number 1, this means that she got 3 of her free throws. And I'm going to just keep going down the line and fill these in. This is 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4 again. If I can write the number 4, let's get rid of that. My goodness. I'm going to try that one more time. I don't know why it took me so many tries. There's another 4. This one is 5. Here she got all 6. And here she only got 3. So now we can answer questions B and C. So if you guys remember, if it asks me about 5 or more, that's looking for literally the number of successes in the table below. So 5 or more is 5 or 6 in this case. So I'm going to go down to the table and I'm going to figure out how many times she made 5 or 6 shots. That's 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be the number of fives and 6s over the number of trials, which for us is 3 out of 10. So that would be if somebody's asking me what the probability of a certain number of successes out of the total trials would be. That's very different from part C, where it says if she were keeping score on an average morning, how many points would she score? So this is asking me to actually compute the average. So her average points would be her total divided by the number of trials performed. So we actually have to find the total number of points that she scored in this simulation. So instead of adding it up, I'm going for my solutions, which is what the rustling paper is all about. So if you add all these up, she actually scored 40 points total. And there were 10 trials, which means she got 4 points on average. And that's it for example 1.